Hey friends, welcome back. Thank you so much for joining me today. Today we are going to do a Q&A. I'm just going to be real with you guys. The reason why we're doing a Q&A is because I didn't prepare anything for today. And the reason why I didn't prepare anything for today is because I am on the home stretch, my last week of my very accelerated summer session course. And so it has been kicking my butt, but the end is so close. So with that said, we are going to do a Q&A. It's going to be a little bit different than the last one because these questions go a little bit deeper than the last questions, and hopefully it'll go a little bit longer because I know that's something that I got in feedback was that you guys wanted to hear a little bit more. So stick around, get to know me a little bit better. Every single time we do a Q&A, you'll get to know me a little bit better. Soon enough, you're going to be calling me your bestie. Okay, so let's get started. The first question is, recall a time when you got sick at a very inopportune time. I would say it was right around the time I got married. About a week and a half, maybe 2 weeks before my wedding, I got so sick, and I was doing everything I could to just get past it. And I was, doing like the emergency, taking medication, doing vitamins, drinking orange juice by the gallons. I even had pineapple juice because somebody said pineapple juice is better for colds than orange juice, and nothing seemed to work. I got a little bit better, but I couldn't kick it fully. So I definitely wasn't 100% at my wedding. And I think part of the reason why I couldn't kick the sickness was because I was just so stressed out with all of the wedding stuff and all of the wedding drama. So, it is what it is. We made it down the aisle, and that's all that counts. Let's see here. Name 3 jobs or careers you are definitely not suited for. I would say the first one is anything that has to do like with stock exchange or like, a stockbroker or something like that. I'm not good with numbers. And the other part of that is that I feel like all of those jobs, they come with a lot of like risk. Although it is calculated risk, I would be devastated if I lost someone's whole life savings with like one dumb move. So definitely not for me. The other job is I don't think that I could have a daycare. Just because I love kids. So don't get me wrong, I do love kids, but I just don't think that I don't think I just can handle so many kids all at once, maybe. And I think that would be a little bit overwhelming and stressful for me. And the last job is I don't think that I could be a firefighter. And the reason why is because I feel like firefighters have a different sense of courage. Like, they run into burning buildings, for Pete's sake. And everything inside of my brain would say, run the other way. So, I just don't think that I could do that. And the other part of that is, a lot of times they have to climb these huge ladders, and I'm not 100% scared of heights. Like, I go on roller coasters and I have done zip lining before, but I also don't love heights. So I'm going to say being a firefighter is the last one. What is something you thoroughly enjoyed doing as a child and have not done it in years? I can't think of anything as a little kid, but something I really enjoyed doing when I was in middle school is I loved going to the roller rink and roller skating. If you're from the Bay Area, Aloha. I was there with my friends all the time, and I wasn't one of the people who just stood around. I actually roller skated and really enjoyed it. And I haven't done that in years. What do you think that you will want to do during your retirement years? For me, this is a tricky one because I know this sounds crazy, but I don't want to retire. I feel like if you love and are super passionate about what you're doing, you will never want to stop working, right? Because you're like fulfilling your purpose. So for me, I hope that I am always working. I hope that I'm always doing something, that I'm always contributing in some way. I also think that what I'm trying to do and planning to accomplish, that I will have enough flexibility where I can still enjoy life and, give back to the world. In fact, one of the people who I love, his name is Bob Proctor. If you don't know who he is, look him up. I believe on July 5th, he turned like 90, and he is still holding seminars, still writing books, still coaching people. He is amazing. He's super sharp still. And, I just aspire to be, as vibrant as he is at that age. Recall a time when you got, just kidding. I answered that question. Can you remember a time when you got lost or separated from your family? Describe what happened and how you felt. This is funny because I will never forget this specific situation. I got lost when I was a kid at Disneyland. It was terrifying. Disneyland is supposed to be the happiest place on earth. And in that moment, it was not happy for me. I remember maybe I was 8 or 9. At the end of the night, I was so tired. I ended up behind my parents for one reason or another. They weren't holding my hands. Thanks, Mom. Thanks, Dad. But I was looking at their feet and I was just following the feet. Well, I got distracted or something and I followed the wrong feet. And when I looked up, those were my parents. So I was terrified. I mean, I was like bawling. Luckily, there was a girl who was working in one of the shops. She came out. She was like trying to comfort me. I was just so terrified. I was terrified because I didn't know where my parents were. I was terrified because, it was late at night. I was terrified because I knew that when I got found, I was going to get in trouble. So they ended up finding me, all good. But yes, I did get in trouble for that because I should have followed the right feet. Of course. Who cares about holding my hand? I should have followed the right feet. Moving on. What are you passionate about and want to spend more time doing? I am super passionate about doing community service. I love, love, love giving back to the community, especially, especially like my community, like around me. I just love doing community service and instilling those values in my kids. And I feel like I haven't been doing a lot of it. By this time, any other year, we would have, as a family, done at least 2 community service projects. And just because of COVID, we haven't really got to do anything. And so that is something that I need to work on doing. I mean, we can still figure out a way to give back. So I need to think about this, but that's something I really enjoy and wish during COVID that I would have done more of. But I can turn it around. What was your childhood dream job? As a kid, when you had to write, what do you want to be when you grow up? I always said a teacher. And although I don't think that I would be a teacher in a school, especially like middle school age, those kids think they know everything. I feel like with coaching, I kind of am a teacher. I teach people how to look within and find the answers that they're looking for. I teach people how to set boundaries. I teach people how to love themselves, because more often than not, we don't do that naturally. And I teach people how to change their mindset. So in a way, I guess I am a teacher. Where have you found peace? I feel like peace is something that comes from within. So it's something that you need to, look inside of yourself to find. If you are struggling with forgiving somebody, maybe, I would highly recommend that if you're somebody who prays, pray about it. If you're not somebody who prays, try meditating on it. Just giving yourself some time to reflect, journal about it. Because at the end of the day, like, if you don't make peace with those things, it's not going to hurt the other person. It's only going to hurt you. So dig deep and find the inner peace. Next and last question is, what is a defining moment in your life and how did it impact you? I've had a few defining moments in my life, but I would say that one of the major defining moments in my life was having a child at 16. If you guys follow me on YouTube, you would have seen my 16 and pregnant. But it was tough being a teen mom. And it got even harder when I became a teen single mom. And I struggled for years, and but I think, and it changed the course of my life, because I was just off to college. So it was definitely, something that just changed everything around, but I would not change a thing about it. So I think I'm exactly where I need to be. And all of the people in my life are the people who I need to have around me. So I hope that you enjoyed this one-on-one time with me, getting to know me a little bit better. If you liked this video, please like, subscribe. I am having such a hard time talking today. And share it with a friend, because, why not share something that is good for you? We always share dumb videos with each other, dumb memes. Share something that's going to impact your friends and family in a positive way. I hope you guys have an amazing week, and I will see you back here next Monday with some great content. Have a good week, you guys.